In this video I'm going to show you how to reverse motions in Cartoon Animator 5 and then I'm going to show you how to save them as motion clips. Let's get on with it. So here we are in Cartoon Animator 5 and I've got the free character Red on the stage and I'm just going to go into the free animation motions and apply a walk motion to her. So I'm just going to search for a walk and I'm not going to worry about doing this start motion. I'm going to go straight to this loop motion and just apply that by selecting her and then applying the loop motion. And you can see she walked along there. And just to reverse that motion, all you need to do is open the timeline, go into Red's motion track where you'll see the walking clip. Right click on that and select reverse motion from the menu. Oh dear, and as you can see there is no actual reverse motion. It would be pretty nice if it was that easy, but unfortunately it's not. So how do we reverse this motion? Well, fortunately in Cartoon Animator 5 we have this new feature called Motion Pilot. Select our character and open up the Motion Pilot window, or tool, which is this one down here, and this will come up and it may have some default items in here that are already checked, and we're going to want to uncheck those and close this one up by hitting a little plus minus sign there. And we actually want just this motion track or motion section open. So if it's not open, it'll look like that. So we just want to open it up and we're going to do blend motion. So we'll put a little tick in there. Now before we do this, I'm going to move the timeline along a bit, and it's handy to just make a note of how long the actual motion clip is that you're going to reverse, just for reference in case you need it. This is about 73 frames long. I'm going to move the animation up here, and I'm going to do the reverse part of the animation after my walk forward part. So I've got the character selected, I've got Motion Pilot open, and the first thing we've got to do is put a motion in here, and we want to put the same motion in that I just used, because we're reversing that motion. And you don't actually have to do the forward version first, but it's just an idea to have in the timeline for reference. So this is the walk motion that I used, so we can just click and drag that onto here when your cursor is over there. And you'll see now it's been added to the box here as the motion that we're going to be blending. And you'll see under use mouse movement, which is selected, and that's what we want to use. We've got this reverse animation checkbox, which we actually need to check. And you'll see now if I preview, hit the space bar and move the mouse in the opposite direction from where we want to go. You can see she's walking backwards. You move the mouse forward to the right or to the left, she'll walk forward. To the right, she'll walk backwards. So all we want to do is have her walk backwards. And you'll notice before we do this, this particular walk motion is a root walk motion, which means the root of the character remains in place over here and the character walks off. So if you wanted to reverse this motion and have her convert this into a motion where she just walks on the spot, you can do this move in place checkbox here, add that in, and now I do preview and press the space bar. You'll see when I move to the right now, she's walking on the spot, and if I move to the left, she'll walk on the spot. So if that's what you'd rather have happen, you can convert a root motion into a move on the spot kind of motion. Now we just want her to move backwards or walk backwards. I'm going to uncheck that and we'll preview one more time just to make sure she's doing what we want. We'll move to the right, she'll start walking backwards, and that's what we want. So I'm going to record that. Stop previewing. Now we're just going to make sure the timeline is set up roughly how we want it. I want it to start going in reverse from here. I'm just going to hit the record button, press space and start moving her backwards. That's been through the motion once. I'm going to stop, and that's all you need to do with the Motion Pilot window. We can turn that off now and we can start editing this motion clip. So we'll go back to the start of it in the timeline. So you see here at the very start, first thing she actually did was flip to the beginning of the timeline, and that's because that's where the pivot point was for that part of the clip, and then once we started moving the mouse, you'll see she flicked over to the position we want her in and then started walking backwards. So what we need to do, get to the exact point where she flips, and we're going to break this clip there just by right clicking on it, selecting break and selecting this part that we don't want in here and hitting the delete key, and then we're going to move up our puppet clip. Got joins on there, and then she will immediately start walking back from that point. And you'll notice we get to a point again and she'll flip back the other direction. We don't want that, so we want to get her to the point where she's finished walking backwards. That's there, and we want to right click and break the clip there, and then get rid of the rest of that clip. And you'll see now if I bring up my selection thing here, so that I just play this part of the track, bring up here, and I've got it all ready to play on loop. Go back to the start of the animation and just play. See she walk forward and then walk backwards. So now if you wanted to save this reverse motion clip, a couple of ways you can do it. You can use the collect clip function, go from there, select the whole motion like this, then right click, and you can either export it or add it to your action menu, whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to add it to her action menu, call it walk backwards, and I'll give it the same 2L bracket that the original name had. Go OK. If you want to save it directly into the content manager though, the easier way to do it is to, using your selection flags on the timeline, you can move the first flag up to the start of the clip and make sure the last flag is on the end of the clip. Then go into your custom folder, go to animation and open up 2D motion, and you can save it anywhere in here. I'm going to save it in demo motions just here, and I'm going to go save, do walk backward, 2L, go OK. And I'm just going to give that a thumbnail. Take this back to the start, right click on it and do capture thumbnail, so at least it's got a better picture in it. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go and remove all the animation from her. So I'm just going to right click, go remove object animation, and we'll put our little selection flags on the timeline, and I can right click on her and go into her action menu and select this walk back from the action menu, and you'll see that was added in. With it being a root motion, it started from where she was when we started recording, and you can see her actual root, character's root just there. And if we press play, she's going backwards. Or undo that and we can apply this motion here. Can make sure she's back at the start and just select this motion by double clicking on it, and you'll see that worked equally as well. You could double click on it again. As you can see, that's working exactly the same way as a root motion would if she was walking forward. You just keep adding to it. There you go, that's how you can reverse a motion clip in Cartoon Animator 5. This technique should work for pretty much any motion clip, just give it a go. It's not too complicated, it's a little bit fiddly that you have to clean up your reversed motion, but it's a lot faster than trying to recreate a motion from scratch, keyframing everything as you go, and it will certainly extend your library of motions that you already have. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. It's a shame reversing motions isn't as easy as just right clicking on the motion in the timeline and selecting reverse track, but thankfully with the introduction of the new motion pilot edit window, we get this feature that at least makes it a little easier to reverse motions relatively quickly. Again, I hope you found this useful. I'm going to end it here and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.